Hey you guys, welcome to another Patreon exclusive episode of The Litter Box.
Thank you.
Des is back in the box.
Yay, ish.
Ish.
I'm breathing.
You had a rough week.
I had a really bad week. Yeah.
So you're recovering from pneumonia.
Pneumonia, atypical pneumonia, as my doctor called it.
Wait, is that like a classification of pneumonia, or did he just call it something interesting?
Apparently, no. Apparently, it's a pneumonia. It's very unusual for someone of my age and health to get pneumonia, especially in the middle of summer.
Okay.
And it's something they said was most likely I got from somebody else.
Oh.
So they coughed or something, and I inhaled it. And
you said your kids were sick, but they just had normal colds.
they were sick. They just
So it
had regular
wasn't them.
colds. No. So and when this started, I figured, oh, okay, I just got what they got.
Yeah.
And I was wrong.
Wow.
Very, very wrong.
Well, so the good thing is that like you don't smoke.
I do not smoke.
You don't do drugs.
No.
You don't drink a lot.
Very rarely.
Almost never.
Yeah.
So like you don't have all these like negatives like against you. So like
Right.
like Michelle had pneumonia like at one point a while back. I think long before she ever joined the channel, and she was out for like months.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can see where that would happen too. I remember it was so it's Friday now.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last time I was scheduled to work before this was Tuesday.
Okay.
And I remember even, second, oh yeah, I plan on coming in today. And then I stood up and tried to just fold laundry for 10 minutes. And I was like, nope. And I had to lay down for 45 minutes after that. Just folding one load of laundry.
Wow.
It's absolutely ravaged my stamina. Like even tonight, I worked a shift at the restaurant.
Yep.
And I was okay through most of it, but I was, the manager on duty kind of cut me a little earlier than normal. And I was very grateful for that. So at this point, I've still got a cough, which apparently I'll have for 4 to 6 weeks now. So
How strange is that? That
Yeah.
like you're not 100% yet, obviously.
No.
But that you're gonna have lingering symptoms for that long.
Yep, she said even though once I finish the antibiotics and once the infection is actually totally gone from my body, it just wrecks you so bad that your lungs are still going to be recovering for like a month. Yeah, I am not looking forward to my first day of classes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
Monday night, we got first batch of newbies at the fencing club. So.
Oh man. And it's gonna be so. This has been a rough week for you, but maybe next week is gonna be pretty rough too.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's things I can do. I don't have to run around as much as I normally do. But I also, I would. It is kind of funny. Matt, one of our coworkers, was like, I don't know if it's going to sound weird, but did you lose any weight? And it's like, yeah, I probably lost around maybe 4 or 5 pounds.
Yeah.
Just because I ate so little and I was sweating so much because of the fever. I was like, you know what, this is actually a good point to kind of restart and kind of get myself back on the horse as far as exercise and eating better goes. So.
Yeah. So you're saying it's not time for pizza?
Well, I mean, it's always time for pizza,
Always
but
time for
just
pizza.
maybe not as many pizzas.
I've come to learn that maybe I'm just a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that I'm Leonardo because I got the blue going on right now.
What was it, Raphael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Who was the real emo depressed one in the movie?
Raphael.
That was Raphael. Yeah, it's my favorite. For some reason I identify with
I
him.
look kind of like Don too, because he was like the tech guy,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, in the cartoon, he was the technology guy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remember that Michelangelo was the party dude.
Yeah, he was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was just annoying.
Yeah, I mean, relatively.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the reason they all get discovered, right? In the movie, at least.
Sure.
I think. I don't know. It's been so long. That movie holds up. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Okay.
the original.
All right.
Did you know that was like an indie movie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was it New Line released it?
I don't. For some reason, I don't think it was New Line. It's like somebody I've never heard of before.
Okay.
But yeah, that movie holds up. Like it holds up better than the new TMNT movies that weren't good when they even came out.
Yeah, I mean that's clear.
Yeah, but it's absolutely crazy that something from.
Go see my first litter box
I was
first.
just thinking that. But it's crazy that something from like my childhood.
Yeah.
Like around. I'm thinking around the time of like the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones.
Oh, I have no idea. Which isn't that weird?
I want to say I was 12 for both of those movies.
Sure.
And I was like, man, Last Crusade totally holds up.
Yeah.
And the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles also totally holds up.
See,
Sequels not so much.
The only thing I think about anymore when I think about that movie is just all the stories of the guys who were in the suits and how they pretty much universally all almost died.
Oh, God.
Because it was just so, just heat exhaustion. They weren't ventilated, and it was just, way, way early days of that kind of stuff. So, yeah, if you really want to feel bad for people, just look up interviews with the stunt actors who were inside the costumes. It was brutal, brutal, brutal.
I'm going to say don't look up the interviews so that you can keep enjoying the movie every time you watch it.
Yeah.
Like checking out puppies at a pound is adorable until you find out that they get beaten.
Cowabunga, dude! And you realize the guy inside is just about to pass out from heat stroke. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Which I can relate to now. So.
Yeah. So this is also a horrible week for you to get sick because we've been in the middle of like a heat wave here in Worcester, which I think seems to be like whenever I say something about a heat wave, it seems worldwide. The whole Earth is melting.
Yeah, the whole Northeast was hit real bad this past couple weeks, which is awesome. So being on a couch in a fever in like 100-degree temperatures at night with no air conditioning, I strongly do not recommend it.
Do you not have air conditioning at your house?
We try not to use it as much as possible. We put it up in the bedrooms, and that's about it because
it's ridiculously expensive to run it.
Yeah, my house is electric everything. So, and this winter especially was so cold here that our electric bill is insane right now.
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here in the apartment building that I live in, there's like this central air system, right? And for the last, I hate complaining. Right, I'll in my head I'll complain and be like, why is it so freaking hot? But I'm not going to go to like the building manager and be like, why is it so freaking hot?
Yeah,
right. Because I've got the AC pumping all the time, and I ran into another building resident today.
Yeah,
and she was like, did you know that the AC is broken? And I was like, well, yeah, it must be because it's not very cold.
Right.
And she goes, and do you know that this is the best it's going to be for the rest of the summer? That they're not going to be able to fix it. And I was like, oh,
fun.
Dad. I was like, why did you have to tell me that? Like, I would much rather not know that.
What am I paying my condo fees for would be my question.
Well, you see, that's the other thing. And so the one thing I do know is that, like, I know that we had like some severe rainstorms last year and whatever. And so we had to like repair part of the roof.
Yeah.
And so that was like tens of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And so like the condo fees all get drained very quickly. And so now it's like, well, what are we gonna do? And I know there's some old people that live here.
Right. Yeah. That's a health hazard.
Yeah.
You should really. I mean.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see how the rest of the summer goes. If the right people complain, obviously something will get done about it. I just don't want to be known as one of those people. I'd rather like I wake up every single day this week. I've woken up in a literal pool of sweat.
Yeah, that's no good.
It's disgusting. Yeah. Like I need to wash my sheets every other day.
Yeah.
And I guess what I don't do is wash my sheets every other day. Right. So like I'm feeling pretty gross these days. No. So it's been a pretty rough week because of the weather for me. So I can only imagine what it was like for you.
Yeah, it was that. And then on top of everything, my phone died.
Oh my God! Right. It's like one thing after another with you.
Yeah, so I mean, first world problem. Yeah, it died, and I got a replacement in a couple of days. But it's just like, really,
but a couple of days of being without a phone is like, it's like pulling someone's heroin away in the middle of like a drug binge.
Well, it's like telling my parents like, okay, I'm really really sick right now, and they're kind of worried for me. And oh, by the way, now you can't talk to me for 3 days. Bye.
Right.
Hope I'm alive on the other side. But
yeah, you've definitely had a rough go of it.
That's all right.
Yeah,
but I made it back for you, fine people here.
And that was the important thing. Last week, Michelle and I did a Litterbox episode. We didn't really have a topic, but at the same time, like I don't get to see Michelle as often as I used to.
Yeah,
because I don't work at the restaurant as much as I used to, and obviously
neither does she,
and neither does she. Exactly. Yeah. So instead of seeing each other like every other day, we see each other like once, maybe twice a week. So these Litterbox episodes have been really good for like just to hang out and get caught up. Same with you after you being sick all week and not even doing last week's episode of Why We Love PlayStation VR, which, man, gotta say, we need to film a couple bonus episodes just to in case of emergency, we need a few backups.
That's true. No, we kind of slacked off on that.
Yeah.
That does kind of remind me, though. I know there were a few of you who've commented when I talked about Disney before. I'm coming back. We're going to Disney at the end of July. So if you're in that area, and I don't know, maybe you can stop by and say hi. I don't know how a meetup would work, but
Dave Station lives in Orlando.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Dave Station's down there. Who else was? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. I should have looked this up before. But there's a few of you I know who are also kind of real world Disney fans. So, hey, if if you want to get together or something, Amanda and I kind of give ourselves like one night off each time we're there. So like she'll stay home with the kids one night so I can go out to the park and do my own thing. I'll do the same thing for her. So I don't know if there's any Central Florida game cats who have a whole bunch of discretionary income and want to blow it, come to the parks to say hi to Des. Well, hit me up.
Nice. I hope you find some game cats to hang out with.
That would be bizarre.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
be real cool. I mean, we know they're out there. Yeah.
Oh no, definitely.
We met Skippy the game cat.
Hey Skippy.
And we met hey Skippy. And we also met Mukru 22.
Mukru, yes.
Yeah. So we know that you guys are hiding out there in the shadows.
I will say the thing that I don't think this will ever be an issue, but there was a Disney podcaster I used to listen to, and he basically every couple months would have to make an announcement. It was like, I do go to the parks a lot. If you see me, come up and say hi. Because that is much less creepy than people staying like just out of eye shot staring at you all day. Because I guess people would be like, oh, we don't want to bother him, but oh, hey, there he is. It's like, no, just come up and say hi.
That's real awkward.
Yeah,
and plus, we're not famous.
Right. And so I wouldn't have the idea of like, oh, they're looking at me because they know who I am. I'd be like, what the hell is that guy's problem?
Yeah.
And freaking out.
Yeah, when we actually meet game cats,
yeah,
like it feels really good.
That's great. Yeah.
We're not sick of this thing yet.
Yeah. We are not famous at all. So if you want to come up say hi, please do, because we're there's
only 20,000 people in the world who know who we are, and probably only about 50 of them actually care who we are. So like that's
and you're all here watching us.
Exactly. So that is whatever the opposite of fame is. That's what we are. Des, it was awesome catching up with you. Thanks for coming by tonight.
Thank you for your patience, everybody.
And also, thank you for coming back to the show.
And in all seriousness,
we missed you.
If you have what you think is a really bad cold, but it also has like flu-like symptoms where you feel all achy and all that, totally get it checked out. I waited way longer than I should have.
Most people do. It's like we'll just wait this out and see what happens.
Yeah, don't. It's not worth it.
Yeah, we're glad you're not dead.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. That pretty much does it for another Patreon exclusive episode of the Litter Box. We just want to remind you how much we appreciate your Patreon support. You guys are the reasons that I'm able to put up so much content on the channel every single week. It's the reason I actually get to not go to work 5 days a week. Instead I'm going to work just a couple days a week and then spending the rest of my available time on the channel. Something the channel 7 days a week, and I'm going to work 2 days a week. 3, I think I'm going to back 3.
And we got to say too, we've had some kind of upheavals and changes in the channel lately, and I just really want to say thank you to those of you who stuck through it as we kind of figure this out. We're by no means at all think about quitting anytime soon, but we do want to play with the format and see what's best for people, and sometimes in that things might change in a way you don't like. But to those of you who stuck with us through it all, thank you so very much. Yeah, it means a lot.
Like sometimes things suck. When they change, you get used to something being a certain way. Like I always use the kind of funny Podcast Beyond analogy. When Podcast Beyond, for all intents and purposes, ended when Colin and Greg left IGN, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, this is the end of my world right now, because this is my favorite thing, the thing I look forward to every single week. And then what came of that? Oh, I get to see Colin and Greg I get to see them every single day. I get to see them every single day on Kind of Funny, and it's things always eventually change for the better. Like the Midnight Games Cast might not, like the format that we have right now, the 1 hour live show every week, it might not currently be better than the 3 shows we used to do every week, but it's going to evolve, it's going to get better. And like Des said, thank you for sticking with us. This has been a very trying time emotionally, physically, exhausting, just totally exhausting. I'm still learning how to do everything. All right, that's it. We've talked for way too long. It's time to order pizza.
Yes, this is a very full litter box this week, so
just shovel this shit out. Guys, thank you again for all your Patreon support.
Don't make me laugh.
You're not going to die, are you?
No.
We love you all.